What's up everybody, welcome to Gamingtech. I hope you're doing good, all of you today. This is the system I got right now that I'm making these videos from. It's an old system with 9900K that is not overclocked, that should be overclocked. We're gonna do it, definitely. Those are the fans that I'm using actually. Let me get the box so I don't give you the wrong specifications here. One of them is 14mm, one of them is 12mm. I wanted this system to be super quiet. That's why I decided to go with these, and they were cheap also. So they are great fans. Not on maybe on Noctua level, but close. They don't have this fancy rubber gaskets on the sides, nothing for the radiators. Very plasticky, and shame that they're giving silver screws, but we care about the performance. And these can be daisy chained with each other, the PST model. And that's how you exactly do it. That's the fan header. We just connect one of the fan headers to the motherboard fan header. That's about it. All of these three fans that you're seeing is only connected to a single fan header. These are the 14mm PST ones. Let's check. 140mm, 200 to 1700 RPM controlled by PWM. Airflow is 72.8 CFM. Bearing is fluid dynamic bearing, and the weight is 194 grams. 72.8 CFM, 2.4 for static pressure. I'm gonna be showing throughout the video different kind of fans. As you see, they're optimized for static pressure. Mainly these kind of fans are being used for radiators, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I haven't ordered the 360mm radiator. That's gonna be water cooled for the GPU. I got temporary RTX 3070 there. That's gonna be swapped out for 3090. I like them. Price wise, they're great. Here you can see about the dynamic bearing, what they're using. That's the RPM range. How much air it can push. And of course we're on the Swedish side here. We can see different kind of fans. Apparently Phanteks released a new fans, and I saw Tom's Hardware doing review about them. Very interesting. Normally the fan shroud is 25mm. On the Phanteks ones they increase it to the 30mm. And they spin up to 3000 RPM and they push like 100 CFM, which is crazy for 12mm of fans. They're gonna be loud for sure, but you have 3 different modes. I'm definitely interested to pick up those. As you see, we have a lot of options on this site, what kind of fans we can pick. This is the Swedish retailer called Inet.se. I have those blue Corsair fans also. They're extremely loud. They push a lot of air. They're great fans. I believe CFM is around 70 or 75. Something like that. You guys can check it up. $14mm is, since it's bigger, it's obviously gonna push much more air. Depending what you're searching for, RGB, performance, quietness, everything is out there. So you have a lot of options to pick. Price wise, we're getting affordable fans as well. EK came up with these rubber grommets that you can customize based on what kind of colors you're picking. And I'm gonna pick from the site what they have here, and those are gonna be my recommendation. Obviously it's easier to know when you have tested some of the products. These Phanteks are definitely interesting. They spin up to 3000 RPM. The shroud is increased to 30mm. Interesting choice for people looking for performance. Lian Li Uni fan is very famous. They can be daisy chained with each other. They have this clicking mechanism on the sides. And my favorite price wise is these. And you can get 5-pack for like 350 kroner, which is like $35, which is perfect. Another good choice. I have a Be Quiet case back in Sweden. that I'm gonna be shipping here as well. But I have the non high speed version. These are expensive though, but a solid choice for sure. Corsair, I remember these. I was doing a white build. They spin up to 2200 RPM, something like that. These I have in the room. Very loud. Very loud. They push a lot of air. My favorite. That's why I have a dedicated room for this computer in the other room as well. I was thinking, shall I get the red, blue? Then I saw the blue one on sale. Went with that. Zero regrets, but they're loud. 42 decibel, I remember when I measured it. Industrial ones. I got these also. They're amazing. Nothing beats this. Static pressure wise, airflow wise, they are insane, but they're loud. I'm sure these ones can chop off a sausage as well. Some people hate the colors of Noctua. I personally like them. But if you're going for a color scheme, Phanteks one that I mentioned before, like you have a lot of choices basically. I'm looking at the Arctic cooling. I was talking about between 12 and 14. The difference is in CFM and static pressure. Here I'm showing you my Aorus software, which is horrible. Sometimes it just crashes. Sometimes it stops responding. Never update the software or else you lose your custom fan curve. You can use the smart fan mode, which calibrates all of the fans to a certain speed, and you just click low, medium, high, such as this. They have different names for them here. I'm using the custom fan curve mode. I have customized the way I want to have it. It's very simple to do. You just set the temperature there. On this certain temperature, I want the fans to speed up to this. It's very easy to do. You click apply, that's about it. This can be done on certain BIOS as well, or in this instance we have the software here, which is quite nice. So based on the CPU temperature, which is our processor, I can just customize. I have the pump as well there, running on 100% non-stop 24/7. Everything can be customized here to your liking. My intentions were to have a quiet system, which I achieved nicely with these Arctic fans. You can record and so on and so forth. This one didn't want to work in the beginning. This is Aorus RGB fan commander, which regular fans can also be connected to. I tried my best for 2 days to get it to work. Luckily today, on the third try, it just worked out of nowhere. Here I'm having seizures, like why doesn't it work? Fast boot, the computer boots around 6.4 seconds. Obviously having these RGB softwares makes it worse on the boot up. But you guys know RGB gives more FPS, right? Gotta have it. Can have a separate video about that. That'll be long. There's a lot of RGB on this computer for sure. RGB Fusion, horrible software. Crashes after 5-6 of different settings that you might apply. Trying again, Smart Fan. This is Game Boost, just closes everything in the background. Smart Time Lock. Not sure what people use that for, but it's there. Platform Power Management. And every time you open the software, it calibrates. You need to stop, or else it's gonna mess up everything. Can record as we saw on. As you see, I was wanting to show it to people since they asked about this so many times, and I'm not sure why Gigabyte is still not selling this fan header to people, and here I got it to work. Here you can see my custom fan curve. I got some of the radiator cables connected here. As you see, based on what temperature I'm telling to the fans, I want you to spin up to this certain speed. It's very easy to do, nothing complicated about it. And the awful fans of Gamingtech. I do not recommend you guys to buy these. They look pretty, I got them for free, they're just there for the aesthetic of it. This Gamingtech anyway is another hassle that I will be having a long video about it. Here I have my Arctic fans installed that are pushing through the radiator. Doing phenomenal job, I'm happy with them. But I'm definitely interested in the Phanteks once I start pushing this system. Because the idea was to have a quiet system here. These are the 14mm ones. A 420 radiator will fit them very nicely. That's the loop. Nothing complicated. We got the temporary graphic card there. Obviously this system is gonna be updated. We might switch to 12th generation Intel. We'll see how it is. We're not rushing. This is the Rgb fan commander there. I have an acrylic piece there and another acrylic piece. And once, while I was filming these fans video, I noticed I have problem with spider webs. There's a lot of spiders here. Once I started filming them, they were running everywhere. So we're gonna be shooting some compressed air and clean up that system nicely. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Hope you liked the update. Let's go.